All right, you know that feeling of walking into your closet that's full of clothes, but feeling like you really have nothing to wear? Yeah, we've all been there.
Yes,
right?
we definitely have. But before you start buying a whole new wardrobe, our next guest says finding the colors that help you look your best and feel your most confident is based on scientific analysis. And she's here to show us how. Tarcela Knight is a House of Color franchise owner and image consultant who specializes in helping people look and dress their best through the science of color. Hi, how are you? Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. All right, tell us about House of Color. How does this work?
Yeah, so House of Color is a company based out of the UK, and we've been doing color analysis for over 35 years. So like you said, it's based in science. So when someone comes in, right, well, so you're talking about that frustration of decision fatigue, of getting ready and feeling like you have nothing to wear, but you have a closet full of clothes. That's exactly what we help you with. So everybody has unique undertones to their skin. When you come into the studio, right, we help determine the best colors that you should be wearing. And once you know that, you know how to shop smarter and more efficiently, and your entire closet harmonizes.
And you feel more confident, obviously, with what you're wearing because you know you look good. What about like your hair and accessories? Does all that play in as a factor?
100%. Realistically, it takes about 3 years to transition your closet all the way over to your season, right? So it's not about coming to figure out your best colors and purging your closet and buying a brand new wardrobe, although a lot of people are ready to do that, right? But it's really about leaving with the knowledge of knowing how to shop smarter for yourself and knowing how to weed out the noise of trends and what's out there.
That is a good point because we get stuck in like what's trending and these hot colors, but maybe they just don't look great on our skin, the lipstick or the shades of clothing.
Like the color of the year might not be a color for us, right?
Yes.
So what is like the value that people get out of this? How does this kind of change things for them?
Yes, I love that because growing up, I was raised and I grew up wearing a uniform majority of my life, right? So it was nice because it was simple and easy and I didn't really have to think. But at the same time, I didn't get to flex my muscle of realizing my own style and what looked good on me, right? I want to teach everybody that they can do that based off of your lifestyle. Everyone's busy, right? So I'm a mom of two, a military spouse, and I'm a business owner, right? So everybody wants more time. When you know your best colors, you can shop in that palette and you can create your own uniform.
We've got some before
That's
and
our
afters.
producer, Nora, right there. Look how amazing she looks.
I can really see the difference when you put those colors on them, how it just like pops, her eyes pop, and the lip color that you chose.
Oh, Nora, you look great as always.
Nora
Look
looks
at
so
her.
beautiful.
We had so much fun.
So I can see how this works. All right. We would love to see a little
Will you
demo
demo
on
on me?
Kristen.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So Kristen, you would come to
Let me
my
sit?
studio. Yes, have a seat.
Okay.
You would come to my studio, and what I ask my clients to do is come barefaced, right? So all we use is natural sunlight and our precision dyed drapes to really determine the undertones of your skin. So
Not our yellow-based studio lights we have in
yes,
here.
exactly. So what we would do is we would use our precision dyed drapes, and we would just kind of drape you to figure out if you have more undertones of warm or cool, and then after that we figure out if you need more bright and clear colors around you or more soft and blended colors. Okay. So based off of that, we would figure out your best season, and you could shop smarter.
I've always thought, like, at least what I feel comfortable in, like jewel tones and stuff like that. I'm a little less pastels, more like, I don't know, but we'd have to figure that out.
Yes, I know we have to.
I know you put this bright one on. I'm like, oh, I like that.
Right.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, so it's really one of those things where we're naturally drawn to the colors that we like, right? So when you go shopping, we're at the mercy of retailers. So if we don't like what they put out, we'll grab the neutrals, which they always give us, a black, gray. That's how we end up with a closet full of neutrals.
This is amazing, all these drapes. So this is what you're putting over everybody to figure out.
Yeah. And Tarcela, you say there's a psychology of color for people. Tell us more about that.
Well, you know, people can be really scared of color because, especially if they're an introvert, they think if they wear bright color, it's going to draw a lot of attention to them, and they don't want to draw that attention. But once you see what you see in your appointment, you can't unsee it. You know, it's like I almost tell everyone, I've ruined you because you're not going to see color the same, right?
Right.
But you're not going to walk past things that you naturally don't want to grab because you know that works for me.
Awesome. Okay, so if anyone is interested and they want to learn more, where can they find you?
Yes, you could find me in Maryland, or you could go to the House of Color website, find your local consultant, because we only do in-person appointments.
Got it.
Because again, that is the beauty of it, is doing it in person.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being here. This has been so great.
Thank Thank you.
Yeah, to learn more about House of Color and get your own color consultation, follow Tarcela on Instagram at houseofcolor_Tarcela Knight.
I'm just hanging out here in the chair.